Good afternoon, and welcome to the Southern Wake Gym on the campus of Wake Tech for today's NJCAA Region 10 men's basketball clash between the Wake Tech Eagles and the Caldwell Tech Community College Cobras. This afternoon's game kicks off a 6-game homestand for the Wake Tech men's basketball team. I'm Jonathan Hudson. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to bring you today's broadcast. I hope everyone had a great holiday season and Happy New Year so far. For Wake Tech, they rounded out 2025 with a 68-60 win over Central Carolina Community College and are 2-0 in 2026 with victories against Forsyth Tech and Cape Fear. The Eagles enter today's contest on a 3-game win streak with a 10-6 overall record and are first in the conference with a 2-0 record. Wake Tech hit their stride in mid-November when they rattled off 6 straight victories and picked up their first conference win, 96-86 in double overtime against Richard Bland College. Head coach Adam Wainwright had the following to say about the Eagles season so far. Quote, "The first 2 months of the season are crucial for a team to find their identity. And although it's not a complete picture yet, I'm pleased with how our guys have come together to this point. We've got a good mix of players that play hard and bring a lot to the table. Now with just conference games remaining on our schedule, it's time to find that next gear. It starts on Wednesday night with a tough road game ahead of us, which they did conquer that road game against Cape Fear. But I'm confident our guys are prepared to compete." Like I said, Wake Tech picked up their 10th victory of the season on Wednesday night, 77-72 against Cape Fear Community College. Saquon Harris led the Eagles, scoring 22 points. Freshman Jaden Shepard recorded his third double-double of the season with 10 points and a team-high 14 rebounds in the win. Overall, Andrew Navarro leads Wake Tech's offense, averaging 16 points per game. He put up double-digit scoring for 11 straight games with a high of 36 points against Richard Bland College. Harris is averaging 14 points per game, and Tequan Holly rounds out the double-digit scores with 11 points per game. Charles Mataka leads the team with 55 assists. Jaden Shepard has a team-high 125 rebounds, and Harris has 21 blocks, while Navarro leads from deep with 37 threes. Wake Tech has momentum coming into the conference slate, and the rest of the season we'll see how they tackle Caldwell Community College. Speaking of the Cobras, they entered today's game with a 14-2 overall record, or a 1-0 in conference play. Caldwell Tech prevailed against USC Salkehatchie 116-95. Maxwell Coles and Ezra Jamison led the Cobras to the win, combining for 52 points, scoring 26 and 25 respectively. Jared Taylor leads the Cobras offense, averaging 18.2 points per game on 54% from the floor. Ezra Jamison, Maxwell Coles, DJ Boyce, and Jalen Golson are all averaging double-digit scoring as well. Jamison leads the Cobras from deep with 61 made threes, so he's going to be their three-point threat tonight, rather this afternoon. Taylor leads the team on the glass with 154 boards, averaging 10.3 rebounds per game. Maxwell Coles is Caldwell Tech's facilitator with 86 assists, and Isaiah Green leads the team defensively with 30 steals. We have just about 2 minutes and 42 seconds before intros and the start of this one. So let's dive into the keys to the game. For Wake Tech to get a victory, the first key is crash the glass, defensive rebounds. If Wake Tech can limit Caldwell Tech's possessions and really crash the glass on the defensive side, they will be good. The second one, and head coach Adam Wainwright mentioned this one, is shot selection. Wake Tech needs to be selective on their shots, take good shots. When they're taking the good shots, they tend to win the game. And finally, the third key to the game for your Eagles is limit turnovers. Kind of a key, universal key to the game, but it's an important one. If they can limit turnovers, limit the mistakes, they'll have a good chance to win this one. Our final pregame item It's the history between these two teams. They played against each other 3 times last season, with Wake Tech winning all contests. Wake Tech won the first meeting of 24-25, 94-84, and got the convincing 88-71 home victory later in the season. That was the second win. And then these teams met in the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals of the Region 10 tournament, where the Eagles won handily 75-53. All time, the Eagles are 5-2 against the Cobras. So that is all our pregame you need to know. Head coach Adam Wainwright is going for his 100th career conference victory tonight. And Wake Tech has 2 transfers from Caldwell Tech. Saquon Harris and Chris Harris both played for the Cobras last season. So we'll take a break and be right back with the start of this one, lineups, anthem, and NJCAA Region 10 basketball. After this, stay tuned.
The Southern Wake campus of Wake Tech Community College for today's NJCCAA Region 10 men's basketball game featuring the Cobras from Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute. And your Wake Tech Eagles! Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the play of our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your starting lineups. First for visiting Caldwell Technical Rights. At forward number 1, Jared Taylor. At forward, at guard, number 5, Ezra Jameson. At guard, number 10, Maxwell Coles. At forward, number 12, Mario Williams. At forward, number 25, Julian Wilson. The head coach of the Cobras is Jameson, fifth by birth. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, get on your feet. It's time to be a style of your Wake Tech Eagles! Starting the guard is sophomore for Buford, North Carolina, number 3, Charles Persetta. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Track, North Carolina, number 4, T1 Holding. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 5, T1 Harris. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 12, Andrew Navarro. And starting at forward, a freshman from Lumberton, North Carolina, number 13, Jaden Shepherd. The assistant coaches for your Eagles are Caldwell Wright, Nick Johnson, and Brandon Sullivan and Keyshawn Tate. And the head coach for your Eagles in the second season is Adam Wainwright.
Welcome back here on the campus of Wake Tech. You just heard our wonderful PA announcer, Aaron, call the starting lineups. Aaron did a great job with the starters. Starters for Wake Tech, we'll just run through them real quick. Charles Mathica, Tequan Holly, Saquon Harris, Andrew Navarro, and Jaden Shepard. For Caldwell Tech, it's Jared Taylor, Ezra Jamison, Maxwell Coles, Dario Williams, and Jalen Golston. It'll be Holly on the tip against Taylor. Taylor averaging 18.2 points per game. Holly, an impact player as well, averaging 11.2 points per game. Wake Tech on a 3-game win streak. Saquon Harris trying to see what he can do against his former team as the tip goes to the Cobras. Corralled by Golston, who passed it over to Coles. Now Taylor, far side Coles. Coles swings it to Williams. Over to Taylor for the triple. Missed everything. Rebounded by Holly, and the Eagles will take it the other way. Mathaca, quick pass out to Harris. Harris Navarro, back to Mathaca. Oh, alone. Missed it short. Rebound goes to Coles. Coles all the way up and in for the first points of the game. 2-0 Cobras. A 1-2 matchup in the NJCAA Region 10 Conference. Wake Tech at the top of the conference as Navarro pulls a tray and hits nothing but nylon to give Wake Tech the lead. Caldwell not wasting any time getting down the floor. Coles thought about a three, instead dished it off to Taylor. Taylor going to have blocked away by Shepard. Holly on the other end. Up and in. Quick baskets for Wake Tech. They're up 5-2. Cole swings it to Williams. Williams over to far side. The three. No good. That was Jamison, who missed from the baseline. Bad pass. Ricocheted off the shoe of Mathaca and found Taylor. Now Taylor getting to a ball on the floor. Wake Tech fighting for it. Harris, ball still on the floor. Everyone battling for possession. Navarro comes up with it. Navarro all alone. Shepard elevates, misses that one short. Rebound goes to Jamison. Everyone seems to be okay after the scrum. Golston, the three doesn't go. That's Jamison, and we have a foul on the floor. Checking into the game for Wake Tech is number 21, Chris Harris. He's also a Caldwell Tech transfer, 5'11" from Wake Forest, North Carolina. And for the Cobra, it's number 24, DJ Boyce. He is a 6'3" sophomore guard from Charlotte, North Carolina. Boyce had a great game against USC's Salcahatchee scoring 15 points, so he's checking into the game for the first time. Chris Harris has it. We got two Harrises on the floor. Harris to Harris. Saquon Harris elevates to the deep three. Missed that one. Rebound goes to Shepard. Shepard cleans it up for two. Cole's trying to go all the way ahead. Taken away by Masaka. Ball is fought for. It's a jump ball. And Harris in there as well. Chris Harris helping force the turnover. Wake Tech with some energy after that. Eagles ahead 7-2. Early stages first half. 17:24 to go. Shepard into Chris Harris. Chris Harris to Saquon Harris. The Harris to Harris connection. Saquon goes all the way and gets fouled by Dario Williams.
Cobra's foul is on number 12, Dario Williams, as his first personal, team first.
Dario Williams picks up his first personal, team's first.
Saquon Harris to the line.
Saquon Harris to the line. He's shooting 73% from the stripe this season. Here on that free throw. 8-2, Eagles lead. We got the Wake Tech mascot in the house. You'll see it on screen. We got our mascot doing good work trying to get the fans involved. Harris thinks both. Lead is now 9-2 for the Eagles. Cole's over to Golston. Golston swings it in the game for the first time for the Cobras is number 0, Isaiah Green. Green goes inside to Taylor. Taylor puts it up and in off the window with a nifty layup. Holly. Saquon Holly to Saquon Harris. Saquon pulls another three and connects. Lead is 10 now for the Eagles, 12-2. Spinning is Golston, elevating is Golston, but he couldn't hit it. Rebound goes to Chris Harris. Chris Harris. We'll slow it down. Up 12-4. Good defense from Caldwell Tech down low, denying options. Now Navarro hop steps into a shot, but he traveled too many steps. Turnover, Cobras basketball. Maxwell Coles. Coles being guarded by Shepard. Coles swings it to Green. Green over to Boyce. Boyce's pass is picked off by Saquon Harris. Harris driving all the way and got fouled. And that will bring us to our first media timeout. Wake Tech out in front against Caldwell Tech Community College, 12-4. We'll be right back in about 60 seconds with more first half action and a free throw after this. Welcome back. Welcome back here to the southern campus of Wake Tech, where it is 12-4. Wake Tech leads Caldwell Tech. Early stages, Saquon Harris having a good start to the game with a three and a layup. And he will be at the line. He will not be at the line. I was wrong about that. My apologies. It was the second foul of the game, and he wasn't in the act of shooting. So it will be Wake Tech ball to inbound it from the baseline. Chris Harris finds Shepard. Shepard handoff to Holly, who lays it in. Now Isaiah Green. Green over to Golston. Golston back to Coles. They swing it all the way to Boyce. Boyce. Coles sidesteps the defender, elevates and puts it in off the glass. Chris Harris being guarded by Green. Harris drives all the way, puts it up, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound goes to Taylor. Taylor double team quickly. That's going to force a turnover. Saquon Harris comes up with it, and he is fouled by Taylor. Third foul of the quarter for the Cobras. Wake Tech yet to commit an infraction with 14:56 to go in this first half. Still on the floor, so it will be Saquon Harris to inbound it. Far baseline and gets it to Chris Harris. The Caldwell Tech transfer connection between the Harrisons. Tequan Holly. Back to Chris Harris. Floats past to Navarro, who spots up for the tray. Misses it. Rebound. Goes to the Cobras. And the transition three doesn't go for Boyce. Rebound goes to Saquon Harris. And he pushes to the pace yet again. Harris takes a tumble. Shepard completes the layup. Chris Walker in the game for the first time for the Cobras. He has the ball. Passes it off to Green. Down low, Taylor. Taylor spinning. Taylor elevating. Had it rejected by former teammate Saquon Harris. There's a couple words exchanged after that one. Great block from Harris. Possession stays with Caldwell Tech. With just over 14 minutes to go here in the first half, Wake Tech leads by 10, 16-6 over Caldwell Tech. Again, you saw the graphic of the media timeout. The next men's game is Saturday, January 17th at 3 p.m. against USC Salkehatchie here at home. And the referee is talking to Saquon Harris. And we're starting back here. Harris checks out. Maxwell Coles' pass. Stolen by Shepard, but the backwards pass goes in. Up and in is the layup. It's good for Chris Walker. Chris Walker, right place, right time for the two. Skying in for the layup was Chris Harris. He couldn't get it to go. Green got the rebound, got tripped up, and was fouled. First foul of the half against Wake Tech. In the game for the Eagles is number 25, Trey Manhurt. Chris Harris picked up his first personal, team's first of the half. Green in the corner. Over to Boyce. Boyce swings it to Coles. Green thought about three. Passed it up to Coles. Coles trying to dance through defenders. Boyce, baseline triple. Missed it short. Rebound goes to Walker. He couldn't get it to go. Goes out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Cobras with 18 seconds left on the shot clock. And for the Cobras is number 42, Zeke Young. Zeke Young, freshman forward, 6'8" from Morganton, North Carolina. Boy, stepped out of bounds when he got it, missed the three anyway. Boyce, right idea, just a little too many steps toward that baseline corner, and he stepped out. Checking in now for the Cobras, number 4, Jonathan Robinson. Great first name, if I do say so myself. Robinson in the game for the Cobras, 16-8. Wake Tech leads Caldwell Tech Community College and Technical Institute. DJ Solomon back in the game for Wake Tech as well. Solomon spots up for 2, misses that one. Skying for the rebound is Chris Harris. Harris kicks it out to Navarro. Navarro takes an NBA 3, missed it. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. That'll go against Solomon.
Eagles foul is on number 13, Jaden Shepard. That is his first personal team, second.
They got Jaden Shepard with that foul. Aiden Gatewood in the game as well. The pass from Robinson off the leg of Manhertz and out of bounds. Cobras to inbound it from the baseline. It'll be Green to throw it in. Wake Tech up by 8, 16-8. Green, spot up 3, goes for Robinson. Harris over to Navarro. Navarro being guarded by Robinson. Manhertz at the baseline. Manhertz drives, tries to kick it to Solomon, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover.
In for your Eagles, number 11, Ethan Reed, and number 5, Saquon Harris.
Saquon Harris in after a breather. Number 11, Ethan Reed in the game for Wake Tech. He's a freshman forward from Raleigh, North Carolina, attended Southeast Raleigh High School. Green swings it over to Gatewood. The 3 from Robinson goes again. He's on fire. Harris over to Reed. Harris being guarded by Robinson, and Robinson just committed a silly foul there, reaching in twice and creating the whistle. Foul was on Robinson. And that will bring us to a timeout. Score is 16-14. Wake Tech leads, but their lead has diminished thanks to the 3 ball from the Cobras, specifically Jonathan Robinson. We'll take a quick break and be right back after the timeout. 16-14, Eagles lead, 11:52 left in the first half. We'll be right back. Media timeout. Stay tuned.
Fans, don't forget to check out our concession stand located in the main lobby. Grab a salty snack or a sweet treat to enjoy while you cheer on the Eagles. All proceeds directly benefit Wake Tech athletic programs.
Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where the Eagles lead the Cobras 16-14. Jonathan Robinson getting Caldwell Tech back into this game with the long ball, hitting 2 threes in a row from the corner. And that's how we got the score line to be more narrow than it was in the first media timeout. Eagles basketball. You see Chris Harris with it. Harris to Saquon Harris. Saquon driving in wildly and had it taken away by Chris Walker of the Cobras. Now Isaiah Green stepped out of bounds. Turnover Cobras, Eagle basketball. Chris Harris has it. Harris back to Reed. Reed steps into a three and connects. 19-14. Eagles lead. Charles Mathaka checking back in. And subbing back in for the Cobras is number 5, Ezra Jamison. He's a sophomore guard from Charlotte, North Carolina. The Cobras have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players from Charlotte. I thought that was an interesting fact. As the referees are trying to sort out the timing, the table, all of that fun stuff. 19-14, Wake Tech leads. They got out to a quick start and then kind of kept the pressure. But again, the Cobras' three-point shooting showed up in the last 5 minutes, and that's how we got the scoreline we have. Again, Aiden Gatewood. Gatewood swinging it to Robinson. Robinson over to Jamison. Jamison, high pass Gatewood. Back to Jamison. They swing it over. Robinson, long pass. And the pass taken away by Saquon Harris. And Saquon Harris threw it back away. Too hard for Charles Mathaka. Mathaka was running toward the hoop, but the pass behind him. Jared Taylor, the Cobras' leading scorer, back in the game. Also in the game for Caldwell Tech for the first time is Andres Vergara. Vergara has the basketball. Swings it over to Robinson. Robinson, Gatewood. Inside Taylor, and he slams it home. 19-16, Wake Tech leads. If you're enjoying Wake Tech basketball, make sure to come to the South Gymnasium on MLK Day for a Monday matinee with the women's team. 1 p.m. start time there. Reed over to Mathaka. Mathaka inside Shepard. Shepard elevates and hits the jumper to extend Wake Tech's lead back to 5, 21-16. Vergara. Vergara's pass picked off. Ethan Reed takes it the other way. Reed spinning, finding Shepard. Shepard couldn't convert the layup. The rebound goes to Jared Taylor. And Taylor will hand it off to Jamison. Jamison, Gatewood, Robinson. Robinson drives, elevating the sky, hooking it in. That was a well done layup there from Robinson to make it a 3-point game, 21-18. Mathaka driving all the way, and he scores. Vergara over Jamison. Have that one go off the rim and out of bounds. Turnover. Tequan Holly checks back into the game for Wake Tech. For Caldwell, it's going to be Maxwell Coles and Jalen Golston. Wake Tech team a lot different when healthy. I think the last game I called, they were a little limited in their numbers, and it was different than the lineup is today. But it's great to see everyone back healthy for the Eagles squad. Reed steps into a triple, missed it. Rebound goes to Golston. Golston over to Vergara. Vergara to Taylor. Taylor spins, puts it in. Jared Taylor, you can see why he's the leading scorer. He is a paint presence for the Cobras. The runner does not go for Mathaka. The rebound, Manhurts And he converts for two. Coles. Jamison. Ezra Jamison back to Coles. Coles swings it. Vergara driving, putting it up. Doesn't score, but draws a foul against Saquon Harris.
Eagles foul is on number 5, Saquon Harris. It is his first personal, team third.
Saquon Harris picks up his first, team's third personal. Andres Vergara at the line from Panama City, Panama. He makes the first. Vergara has another free throw. And Andrew Navarro back in the game for Wake Tech. Vergara makes them both. On the other end, it's Holly. Holly elevating up and out the window and good. Coles swings it to over Jamison. Jamison back. Jamison to Vergara. And Jamison misses a three. High rebound being fought for, and Holly hits the floor after the battle for the board. Manhurst will clean the floor after the collision. We're going to get the foul against 25, Jalen Golston.
That is his second personal, team fifth. Timeout on the floor.
That will bring us to a media timeout. And we'll talk about the matinee for the women's team. They play on MLK Day, Monday, January 19th at 1 p.m. against Lewisburg Community College. So we'll take a break and be right back after the timeout. Your score: Wake Tech 27, Caldwell Tech 22 with 7:42 left in the first half. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where the score is Wake Tech 27, Caldwell Tech 22. Eagles basketball. You see Charles Mathaka bringing up the floor for the Eagles. They get it to Navarro. Navarro back to Mathaka. Mathaka uses a screen from Holly, who gets the ball back. Mathaka with 10 on the shot clock. Mathaka elevates, misses. Rebound goes to Boyce. Cole's pass intended for Vergara, who missed it. Little miscommunication between Vergara and Boyce led to the turnover. Checking in the game for the first time for your Eagles is number 35, DJ Charles. He's a freshman forward, 6'5", from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Went to Lejeune High School. 27-22, Wake Tech leads. Navarro being guarded by Jamison. Gets it over to Mathaka. Mathaka, short pass to Holly. Now it's Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris, head down, drive, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Taylor. Taylor will get it to Coles, and Coles will take it the other way for the Cobras. Coles elevating for two. Couldn't get it to go off the window. It's stolen back away from Coles. He kicks it out for the three, and they hit it. That's Ezra Jamison for the triple. Two-point lead for Wake Tech, 27-25. Holly in all alone, went to slam it down. Deflected by Taylor, but it still went in. Vergara bumps Jamison over to Boyce. Boyce for the three. Hit it. Cobras within one after the DJ Boyce three. DJ Charles pulls the three, missed it. Cobras take it the other way. The pass tipped by Navarro, and it will go out of bounds. Cobras basketball. Number 13, Jaden Shepard back in the game for Wake Tech. It'll be Jamison inbounded from the corner with 5:47 left in the first half. Coles brings the ball up, being guarded by Masaka. Coles to Jamison. Jamison Boyce. Boyce back to Coles. Coles thought about a three, but instead drives. Kicks it. Boyce for the tray. Missed it. Rebounded by Tequan Holly. Holly takes it the other way. Tequan Holly not slowing down all the way. Just missed it short. Rebound goes to Boyce. Boyce to Jamison. And we have a foul off the ball. It's going to be a charge drawn by Charles Masaka against Jared Taylor.
Offensive flag is on the Cobras, number 1, Jared Taylor. That's his second personal, team 6.
Jared Taylor picks up his second personal, team 6, as Wake Tech creeps closer to the bonus with the 6 fouls from the Cobras. 29-28. Wake Tech leading by 1. Holly has his elbow. His pass taken away by Robinson. Robinson almost lays it in, but it doesn't go. Rebounded by Holly. Holly to Navarro. Navarro down low. Elevating. Misses the shot. Rebound goes to Taylor. And the Cobras will start their offense. You're going to get a foul against Wake Tech on Coles. It'll be Navarro who picks up a infraction. 4th foul against Wake Tech. Navarro's first. Caldwell Tech in these black and orange jerseys. Wake Tech in their home whites. The three goes for Jamison. And that gives Caldwell the lead, 31-29. The three ball has been the difference for the Cobras in this game so far. Just under 4.5 to go in the first half. Navarro to answer. Couldn't get the three to fall. Holly rebounds it. Layup doesn't go. Rebound falls to Jamison for the Cobras. Coles dribbles in. Kicks out. Taylor slams it home and one. The elevation from Taylor at 6'9" is impressive. Navarro picked up his second, team's 5th. Taylor goes to the line. He's shooting 63.6% from the free throw line, and he missed that one. 33-29, Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech with 4 minutes to go in this first half. Chris Harris getting the play from head coach Hannah Wainwright, and that one hits me. Woo! I'm awake now, everybody. Awake now. You got to be ready. Head in the swivel. Thank you, sir. Man, you usually get hit in a volleyball game. You don't see that in basketball much. I'm all right. Though. We're good. All right, we got a timeout after all of that. I think I'll take the timeout, just take a breather after that one. 33-29. Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech with 3:54 left in the first half. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the Southern Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where Caldwell Tech leads Eagles 33-29 with 3:54 left in the first half. Eagles basketball. BJ Solomon passes it over to Navarro. Navarro to Chris Harris. Harris back to Navarro. He steps into a three. Missed it. Rebound goes to Shepard, but he stepped out of bounds and he tried to save the ball. So turnover against the Eagles. Dario Williams back in the game for the Cobras. Robinson trying to get the handoff to Green. Can't find him. Swings it to Williams. Williams back to Green. 33-29. Caldwell Tech looking to extend their lead. Green being guarded tightly. They get it into Robinson. Robinson swings it over. Walker for two. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Shepard. Solomon driving all the way up and in off the glass. And one.
Foul for BJ Solomon. Cobras foul is on number 15, Chris Walker. That is his first personal, team 7. Number 14, BJ Solomon to the line for your Eagles, shooting one.
Solomon shooting the and one to get the Eagles within one. And he makes it. Old-fashioned three-point play for BJ Solomon. 33-32, Caldwell Tech leads. Isaiah Green all the way, and he got fouled by Manhurts. Did not make the layup.
Eagles foul is on 21, Chris Harris. That is his second personal, team 6.
They got Chris Harris on the foul. That's his second personal, team 6.
Number 0, Isaiah Green to the line for the Cobras, shooting 2.
Isaiah Green at the line for Caldwell Tech, shooting 2. Green misses the first one, scrapes the bottom of the rim. Isaiah Green 63.9% on the season from the charity stripe, makes the second.
Timeout is called by your Eagles.
And we'll get a timeout.
And that will be a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout called by Wake Tech. Adam Wainwright wants to talk things over with his squad. We will keep it here with the timeout. Head coach Adam Wainwright was named the third men's basketball coach at Wake Tech in August of 2016. He's in his 9th season at the helm for the Eagles with a 140 and 120 record. He also has a 99 and 57 conference record. So with the win tonight, he will get to 100 conference victories all time. Eagles ball out of the timeout. 34-32. It's stolen away by Green. Green went to dunk it, got fouled by Masaka, and he will shoot 2. Great defensive play by Isaiah Green. And way to get back by Mathaka, but a bad turnover there. Mathaka picks up his first, team 7th of the half. Green to shoot 2. Makes the first. Maxwell Cole's back in the game for the Cobras. And Green makes them both. Mathaka gets it across half court. Navarro to Solomon. Solomon swings it down low. Shepard, ooh, fouled hard. No. We got 2 fouls called, and then one ref decided it was just out of bounds. But head referee will call a foul. 12, Dario Williams picks up his second foul. Team's ace, Shepard at the line for 2. Jaden Shepard leads the team with 125 rebounds. He has 10.8 rebounds per game, and that's the 5th best in conference play as he adds a free throw. (36-33). Shepard with another one. Big thank you to our camera operator today for their hard work, bringing you the picture side of this broadcast. Shepard makes the second, cuts the deficit to 2. Cobras lead 36-34. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the first half. The layup goes for Coles, and he'll have a free throw to boot.
Eagles foul is number 25, Trey Members. That is his first personal. Teammate. Number 10, Maxwell Coles to the line.
That was a little funny from the refs there. Coles went to tie his shoe. Ref threw it. You saw it. That's an unfortunate one there for the ref and Coles. Mostly the ref. But 38-34. Coles with a great layup through contact, and he'll have a 1 free throw to complete the and one. Coles makes it no problem. Wake Tech needs to answer here with 2:17 and counting in the first half. They had control of the first 7 minutes. But after that, it's been mostly Caldwell Tech. The shot from Solomon doesn't go. Rebounded by Coles. They swing it. The 3 falls for Green. He is on fire in these last 4 minutes. Navarro hunting his shot, gets it back to Mathaka. Mathaka gets a screen from Manhertz. Mathaka to Navarro. Navarro gets one defender off the floor, goes in for the layup, missed it. Rebound goes to Manhertz. He couldn't get the putback to go. Finally, Boyce comes up with it for the Cobras. Boyce to Coles. Coles spinning. Had it taken away. Solomon now all alone. One man to beat and gets fouled.
Cobras foul is on number 24 to Jay Boyce. It is his first personal, team 9.
Boyce picks up his first foul, team's 9th of the half.
Number 14, BJ
Both teams in the bonus had above 8 fouls. 8 on the nose for Wake Tech, 9 for Caldwell Tech. Shower SID Brett Rutherford, making sure the other end of the court is clean and safe. Solomon to shoot 2. Solomon makes the first. BJ Solomon shoots 67.4% from the charity stripe coming into this game. He's made 29 of 43 on the season, now 30 of 44. Missed the second. Rebound goes to Robinson. Quick pass to Boyce. Boyce for the triple. Yes! I'll look at the book at the half, but I think Caldwell Tech has at least 5 threes. And a turnover there. The steal created by Coles. Pass goes. There's another turnover. Great awareness from Manhurst to throw it off of Jamison and keep possession. So turnover one way, turnover the other way results in Wake Tech basketball. In for the first time today for Wake Tech is number 1, Shamel Baker. He has the ball. As he brings it up the floor, gets it to Mathaka. We're under a minute here, 49 seconds. Shepard couldn't get the layup to go. Rebound goes to Coles, and Coles is fouled by Manhurst. So either get Manhurst or Shepard. They get Manhurst with the foul. Team's 9th of the half. So with 42.8 seconds to go, Maxwell Coles will go to the line. A 1-and-1 for the Cobras. Coles at the line has made his other free throw quite easily. Head coach for both sides. For Caldwell Tech, it's head coach Jamison McIver in his 7th season. And for your Eagles, it's Adam Wainwright in his 9th season. Saquon Harris back in the game for Wake Tech. Coles makes the front end of the 1-and-1, and we'll have another one. Caldwell Tech has quickly taken an 11-point advantage over Wake Tech, 46-35. Maxwell Coles to make it 12. Coles sinks it. 47-35. Wake Tech in need of a basket to close out this first half. It started out well for the Eagles, but then got away from them. Baker to Mathaka. Mathaka over to Holly. Holly driving. Seacon Holly spinning and jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Caldwell Tech. So turnover. Seacon Holly not happy about it. 27.4 seconds left in the first half. We'll get a 30-second timeout from head coach Jamison McIver. And that'll give us 30 seconds to learn more about our head coach, Wake Tech's head coach, Adam Wainwright. So he joined in 2016. Wainwright oversaw the program's transition from NJCAA D2 to D1 ahead of the 23-24 season. In their first season at the D1 level, the Eagles went 17-14, 10-6 in conference play, entering the Region 10 D1 tournament as the 3rd seed. 2 players, Eddie Volkert and CJ Jordan, received second-team All-Region honors after being All-Region honorees at the D2 level in their first seasons at Wake Tech. Wainwright served as the assistant coach for the men's team at Barton College at D2 for 2 seasons prior to coming to Wake Tech. Yep, the Bulldogs reached the postseason and make it to the 2016 conference finals. So it's a little bit more about Wake Tech's head coach Adam Wainwright. Out of the timeout, we got 25 seconds and counting. Caldwell has the ball at 47-35. Green, Coles driving, spinning, getting in, and the shot off the mark, but he'll be fouled. The foul line and the 3-point line has been the difference in the second part of this first half for the Cobras.
The Cobras are now in the double bonus. Number 10, Maxwell Coles to the line for the Cobras shooting 2.
Cobras now in the double bonus. Coles to shoot 2. Can extend the lead to 14. And Coles makes the first. Vergara back in the game for Caldwell Tech. Maybe an offense-defense sub for McIver with 15.5 seconds left to go in this first half. Coles with his second free throw hits them both. That is an automatic-esque free throw from Maxwell Coles.
Number 15, Chris Walker.
Shamel Baker to bring the Ball up for Wake Tech. Baker with 8 to shoot. 7. Baker picks up his dribble. He gets it to Saquon Harris at 4, 3, 2. Harris to Holly with 1. Gets it off. Misses it off the window, and that'll end the half. After 20 minutes, Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech 49 to 35 after 20 minutes of play. It's really been the 3-ball and the free throws for Caldwell Tech that got them back into this game. They missed their threes early and didn't get to the line, and then later in the second half of the first half, it was the 3-ball dropped, especially from the baseline for DJ Boyce, and they were able to drive the lane and get to the free throw line with extra attempts. So at the end of the first half, our score, Caldwell Tech 49, Wake Tech 35. We'll take a 14-minute break and be back with the second half. After that, stay tuned. Yeah, that was crazy, though. You get that in volleyball, but not in basketball.
All right, folks, a little halftime entertainment for you. We're going to have our mascot talent trying to make some buckets out here. Let's see what he's got. Talent wants to hear you. Oh, couldn't quite get that one. He's saying it's a little hard to see. He's going to try a free throw here. Oh, almost hit rim. Oh, hit the backboard and the rim. He's getting closer. Come on, y'all. Let's hear it for talent. Oh, got even closer. All right, one more shot. Let's hear it from talent. He's going to try and make this one. One more shot. Oh, once again, talent. Not quite. Maybe next time. Let's hear it for talent, everybody.
Welcome back here on the campus of Wake Tech for the start of the second half between these two teams. Wake Tech versus Caldwell Tech. Caldwell Tech Community College has the lead, 49-35 after 20 minutes of play. The three ball helped them tremendously. They made 7 3-pointers in that first half. And it will be Golston inbounded to Cole to start the second. Leading scorers for Wake Tech in that first half. Holly had 8 as an early turnover goes Wake Tech's way. Holly had 8, Shepard had 8, and Harris had 5. Speaking of Harris, Saquon Harris with the ball gets it over to Chris Harris. Harris hands off to Navarro. Navarro elevates for long 2, misses it short. Rebounded by Jared Taylor. Coles over to Taylor. Taylor fell down but got it. Now Jamison for three. Got it. Make that 8 threes for the Cobras as they pick off right where they left off in the first half. Navarro has the ball for Wake Tech. Navarro to Harris. It's going to be a foul against Golston. Picks up his third foul. Teams first in the second half. Leading scores for the Cobras after 20 minutes. Maxwell Coles had 11 points. Again, the team had 7 threes. And Taylor and Robinson had 8 points each. So those are your first half stats. Brought to you by our official scorers. Chris Harris to Holly. Holly with 10 to shoot. Holly elevating up. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded. Guys on rebound. Now Shepard puts it back in. 52-37. Cobras lead. They get inside to Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Harris. Harris blocked it. That's the second block on Taylor of the game. Harris going all the way. That one was blocked by the Cobras. Ball to Navarro for the tray. It rims out. Rebound to Dario Williams. And we got Harris with another foul. The second. Team's first of the second half. Dario Williams to inbound it to Coles for the Eagles. Williams inbounds it to Coles. 52-37. Cobras lead. Start of the second half. Williams for three. Missed it. Rebound goes to Navarro. Navarro gets it to Chris Harris, who pushes the pace. Harris to Shepard. Shepard back to Chris Harris. Navarro, Shepard back to Navarro with 12 to shoot. Navarro driving in, up and in off the glass. Great individual play by Andrew Navarro. Pass inside, they're going to get a foul. And Wainwright's not happy with that call. It'll go against Harris. That'll be his third. Saquon Harris, that is. Second foul against Harris in about a minute. And we're just trying to make sure the floor is safe for the players. The players have found a wet spot on the floor. So 52-39, 17:30 left to go in the second half. It's the top of the conference matchup between Wake Tech and Caldwell Tech. Wake Tech in first with a 2-0 conference record, and Caldwell Tech in second with a 1-0 conference record, but a high overall record of 14-2. So now we get a little bit of a quick timeout as both ends of the floor are being cleaned. The three ball, 8 threes for the Cobras. And the free throws also very much aided in the Cobras' lead at this point, and they add to it as Golston, right place, right time for the layup. Chris Harris brings it up. Harris over to Navarro. Saquon Harris driving, dishes it off to Shepard for 2. Coles, Jamison pulls the 3, misses it. Rebound goes to Golston. Golston spins in and lays it in. 2 trips, 2 baskets for Jalen Golston for the Cobras. And they extend their lead to 15. The 3 goes for Harris. Taylor passed it, bad pass. It'll be a foot race. And they're getting a foul against Coles. Coles does not like it. As Wake Tech was trying to capitalize on the transition after the bad pass, but it'll just result in a foul. Eagles basketball. Navarro has it at the elbow with 17 to shoot. Navarro skies for the layup. Couldn't get it to go, and a foul will be called. We're going to get Coles again. 2 fouls in about 30 seconds for Maxwell Coles. You don't like that if you're head coach Jamison McIver of the Cobras. Chris Harris to inbound it. Harris to Shepard. Shepard over to Holly. Holly has it at the top of the key. Holly swings it over to Harris. Harris elevates to the jumper and hits it. The other way, the reverse layup doesn't go for Jamison. It'll be a foul against Chris Harris. Two shots for Jamison. Harris picks up his third personal. That's the team's third as well. Free throw is made by Jamison. Jamison with another. Jamison makes a second to make it 58-46 in favor of the Cobras. Quick shout out to Wake Tech's coaching staff, the assistants on this: Cavell Wright, Nick Johnson, Rod Williams, Kaishan Tate, and Brandon Solomon. All the assistant coaches for Adam Wainwright and Wake Tech. Holly up and in off the window. Shepard with good defense. Now they get into Taylor. Taylor spinning, rising, and converting for 2. Harris steps into a triple. Misses short. Rebound goes to Jalen Golston. Golston will take it the other way for the Cobras. Jamison back to Coles. Coles got his defender in the air. A little hop step jumper. Got to go hard off the glass. That was some Marcus Page double clutch type shot from Coles. If you know, you know. Go Heels. We don't have to talk about the next possession in that reference.
Time out on the floor.
Coles 2 goes, and it's 62-48. And we'll take a media timeout. We'll take it with them. Our score: Caldwell Tech 62, Wake Tech 48. We'll be right back with more action in a minute. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, as it will be Eagles basketball to inbound it. Caldwell Tech Community College Cobras lead 62-48. I'm Jonathan Hudson, glad to bring you this afternoon's broadcast. The Eagles will need a comeback if they want to help head coach Adam Wainwright secure his 100th career conference victory in the NJCAA Region 10. Harris to Harris. Saquon Harris drives, slips, and they're going to get a charge against Saquon Harris. That's an unfortunate one. It looked like he slipped on the floor. Saquon Harris slipped and drew a charge. That'll be his fourth foul, and he'll go to the bench. Really unfortunate way to pick up your fourth if you're Saquon Harris. So we'll clean the floor, make sure it's all good for the players. 62-48. Caldwell Tech leads with 14:49 to go in the second half. It will now be Maxwell Coles to bring it up the floor for the Cobras. Coles to Golston. Golston spinning. Jalen Golston inside to Taylor. It's tipped out of bounds. Possession remains with the Cobras. Coles elevating and one. An alley-oop for Jared Taylor off the inbounds. Not call Sports Center for that one. Wow. Manhurst picked up the foul trying to stop Jared Taylor, and you're not stopping that as Taylor will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Wow. Talk about high-flying action there from the sophomore forward, Jared Taylor, and he completes the three-point play. Mathaka brings it up the floor for Wake Tech and had it stolen away, and will be knocked out of bounds, but Cobras will get possession. Turnover against Wake Tech. The Cobras up by 15. They get into Green. Green back to Coles. The three from Jamison doesn't go. Rebound goes to Golston. Golston elevating and slams it home. .14 to go. Caldwell Tech leads 67-48. Tikon Holly elevating for two, and he hits it. Coles will slow things down for the Cobras. Up by 17. Coles slings it over to Green. Coles has it at the top of the key with 10 to shoot. They get it down low. Golston's pass tipped away and picked off by Navarro. Navarro had it tapped by Green, and it goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Eagles. DJ Boyce and Chris Walker check back in for Caldwell Tech. And back in for Wake Tech, it's Ethan Reed. Mathaka to inbound it from the baseline. Gets it to Reed. Reed back to Mathaka. Reed trying to survey the defense. Hands it off to Holly. Holly back to Masaka. Masaka elevates and is fouled from behind. And he'll go to the floor hard after the foul from Green.
Cobra's foul is on number 0, Isaiah Green. That is his first personal.
Isaiah Green picks up his first personal, team's fourth of the second half. We got 13 minutes even to go in this one. Caldwell Tech leads by 17, 67-50. Charles Masaka at the line shooting 2. Masaka leads the team with 55 assists so far this season coming into this game. He's averaging 8 points per game and is averaging 17 points per game in conference play. Masaka makes the first. Masaka with one more free throw. Masaka makes them both at 67-52. Chris Harris back in the game for your Eagles. Green swings it to Robinson. Robinson over to Boyce. Boyce down low. Robinson wants a shot, kicks it out. Green for the 3. Missed it. Rebound goes to Shepard. Shepard to Harris. Ethan Reed has it at the elbow, now dribbles to the top of the key and calls a play. Hand off to Chris Harris. Harris picks up his dribble, back to Reed. Reed with 10 to shoot. Ethan Reed. Behind the back pass to Holly. Holly missed the jumper. Rebound goes to Manhurts. Fresh 20 for the Eagles. His jumper doesn't go. Robinson comes up with the rebound for the Cobras. Now Green the other way. Green's pass tipped. Stolen away by Holly. Tequan Holly. Reed in transition for the 3. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Green. Robinson elevates to 3. Misses. Manhurts fighting for the rebound. It will be a jump ball between him and Chris Walker. Eagles ball. And we got a timeout on the floor. Media timeout. 67-52. Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech with 11:51 to go. We'll be right back in a minute with more basketball action after this. Stay tuned.
Can't make it to a game? Watch the Eagles live on YouTube. All home Wake Tech basketball games are streamed live and can be found on the Wake Tech Eagles YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Wake Tech Eagles so you never miss a moment of the action.
Welcome back here after the media timeout. Our score is 67-52 with 11:48 and counting in favor of Caldwell Tech. Wake Tech has the ball. Chris Harris over to Ethan Reed. Harris swings it. Holly down low to Shepard. Shepard elevates for 2 and converts a nice layup. Robinson, bounce pass to Walker. Walker back to Robinson. Vergara to Boyce. Boyce. Green with 10 to shoot. Boyce for three, missed it, and it goes, oh, it goes in. No, the bounce looked like it was going to go over the basket, but it falls back in. Interesting three-pointer. The layup on the other end from Ethan Reed doesn't go, and Vergara had possession of the ball when he fell out of bounds. So the Eagles basketball in need of a scoring run and some defensive stops as they're down 70-54. Seventy to 54, Wake Tech Dam Mountain. Holly to Reed. Reed over to Harris. Harris calls the play from head coach Adam Wainwright. Harris dribbling in, kicks it back out to Holly. Holly surveying options. Reed elevating for two and gets it to roll in. Pass knocked out of bounds by Holly. Cobras will keep possession. BJ Solomon back in the game for Wake Tech as Tequan Holly will take a break. That was a quality offensive possession for Wake Tech, and we get a quality defensive possession. And the slam from Solomon. Steal and dunk. Fantastic sequence for Wake Tech on the other end. Boyce to answer with a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound Solomon. Solomon using a screen. Nice screen and go from Shepard, and he gets to go. Just like that, Wake Tech within 10, 70-60. Vergara over to Robinson. Robinson back to Vergara. Vergara drives in, sidesteps, and lays it in. Great sequence for Wake Tech as they cut the lead to 12. 72-60. Cut the deficit to 12, 72-60. Cobras lead by 12. We'll take another media timeout. 9:44 to go in the second half. Stay tuned with more action in a minute. Welcome back here to the Southern Gymnasium where Wake Tech has clawed into the Caldwell Tech lead. It's now 72-60. It's down to 12. It was down to as many as 10 before the layup from Vergara. Shepard kicks it out to Harris. Harris down low. Manhurts for two. Couldn't get it to go, but it's fouled. He will go to the line for two shots. Jared Taylor picks up his third.
Number 25, Trey Manhurst to the line for your Eagles shooting two.
Trey Manhurst comes into this game with 28 made free throws. He's shooting 54.9% on the season. And he makes the first. Manhurst makes them both. Deficit is now 10 again for Wake Tech. trailing 72-62. Dario Williams tries to throw the pass in, and it was stolen away by Ethan Reed. Reed gets it to Manhurst. Manhurst to Solomon. Solomon tries to slam it home. Missed it. Gets his own rebound momentarily. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. (72-62), 9:06 left to go in the second half. Caldwell Tech leads. Solomon to inbound it. Solomon to Reed. Reed over to Harris. Harris with 14 to shoot. Harris to Shepard. Reed with 8 to shoot. Reed to Solomon. Solomon went for the dunk. Had it battered away. Turnover. The other way is Jamison. And Jamison, he goes down hard after the foul from Harris. Ezra Jamison up to shoot the free throws after a hard fall on the foul. Ezra Jamison shooting 76.9% from the free throw line of the season, makes the first. Makes them both. Extends the lead back to 12. If you're Wake Tech, you obviously want to get it down to no lead, but if you can just cut it to 8 and then have that momentum, that's what you want. Solomon over to Masaka. Masaka to Shepard. Shepard drives in and lays it in. They get it down low. Taylor spinning around and in. 76-64. Can't trade baskets at this juncture if you're Wake Tech with 8:14 and counting to go in the second half. Reed driving, kicks it over to Shepard. Shepard to Masaka. Masaka, Reed. Masaka with 5 to shoot. Manhurst with 4 to shoot. Manhurst up and off the window, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded momentarily by Williams. Green, rather. It was Williams. Foul on the rebound. Referees are going to confer on the play.
Ruling on the floor is it will be the Cobra's ball.
No,
On the floor, media timeout.
no foul. Cobra's ball. Media timeout. We'll take it with them. 76-64. Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech with 7:46 left to go in the second half. We'll be right back.
Ruling on the floor is an inverted whistle. Possession will be to the Cobras. 7:46 on the clock. 29 seconds on the shot clock.
Welcome back here where we have 7:46 remaining in the second half. Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech 76-64. The ruling on the floor for all that before that timeout was an inverted whistle, so that's why The Cobras got the ball back. You see Coles with it. Coles to Jamison. Jamison trying to find a teammate. Does the pass picked off by Manhurts. Green couldn't find his teammate. Attacking Navarro. Navarro for three. He connected. 9-point lead now for the Cobras. That's great to see if you're Wake Tech. A three from Navarro. If one drops, multiple can drop. Coles. Coles into Taylor. Taylor's been the big presence for the Cobras today, and that's why he made another one and one. Will be fouled and have a chance at three.
Basket has been in the foul. Eagles foul is on number 12, Andrew Navarro. That is his third personal, team seventh. Number 1.
Wake Tech's seventh foul. Navarro picks up his third. Jared Taylor at the line. Misses that one. Rebound goes to Golston. Golston trying to elevate and put it back up and in. Can't. It goes out of bounds. They said it was off of Golston, so it will be Wake Tech basketball. Jared Taylor for the Cobras says averaging 18.2 points per game. That's first in the conference. Leads the conference in points per game. Solomon driving up and off the window. Couldn't get it to go. Is fouled, so he will shoot two.
Cobras foul is on number 25, Jalen Holston. That was his fourth personal, team 6. Number 14.
Golston picks up the team's sixth foul. Solomon at the line shooting two. Timeouts left. Wake Tech has 3. Caldwell Tech has 2. That'll come into play in about 4 minutes, giving their 6 minutes left. 6:41 as Solomon makes the first free throw. Solomon makes them both. 9-point game. 78-69. Timeout taken by head coach Adam Wainwright. We'll take it with them. Our score 78-69, 6:41 to go. And the second half. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more action after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where the Caldwell Tech Cobras lead your Wake Tech Eagles 78-69 with 6 minutes and 34 seconds and counting to go in the second half. The three from Jamison doesn't go. Rebound goes to Solomon for the Eagles. Solomon's pass picked off by Green. Isaiah Green will take it the other way. Hand it off to Maxwell Coles, who drives in. Had it blocked by Solomon, but his attempt to save the ball hit Navarro and went out of bounds. So it'll be Cobras basketball with 6:15 to go in the second half. They get in the Boyce. Boyce spot up three, missed it. Rebound goes to Manhurts. Manhurts gets it to Mathaka. Mathaka gets it across half court. Shepard gets the easy lay-in. Now a 7-point game, 78-71. Jamison down low. Taylor dribbles in the pass. Intended for Boyce. He couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover. Wake Tech basketball. 7-point game, 78-71. Looks these two teams at the top of the NJCAA Region 10 Conference. Shepard to Solomon. Solomon with 18 to shoot. Solomon driving. Solomon puts it up, misses it. Rebound goes to Solomon. He goes up with it and is fouled by Green. Green picks up a second. That gets the team to 7 fouls. Both teams at 7 fouls. Solomon back at the line shooting 2. Solomon misses the first. He knows he needs them too. Solomon misses them both. An empty trip for the Eagles. Jamison with the rebound and gets it to Coles. Maxwell Coles trying to be a one-man show, and it hits the ref. That's an unfortunate one. Not much he can do. The block from Solomon, and Navarro comes up with the basketball. Navarro to Masaka. Masaka to Manhurst. Manhurst Navarro for 3. That one hit off a Cobra player. He missed it. Rebound goes to Manhurst. Trey Manhurst. To Navarro, back to Manhurst. Manhurst for 3. Missed that one up the side of the basket. Rebound goes to Coles, and Coles will slow it down with 4:37 left to go in the second half. 78-71. Caldwell Tech leads. Big Tech orchestrating a valiant comeback. The 3 from Boyce doesn't go. Solomon had it taken away by Green. Green all alone slams it home to give the lead back to 9 for the Cobras. 80-71, approaching the 4-minute mark here in the second half. Caldwell Tech looking for their first win against Wake Tech in the season. They lost all 3 matchups last year. Green looks like he's limping a little bit, but he's okay. Foul on the other end.
Eagles foul is on number 25, Trey Manhurst. That is his first personal, team 8.
Media timeout. Foul against Trey Manhurst. There'll be a 1-and-1 for the Cobras after the timeout. So we'll take about a minute and 15-second break and be right back with the 1-and-1 after this. Score, Caldwell Tech 80, Wake Tech 71, 3:55 to go in the second half. Stay tuned. Welcome back here where we have 3:55 to go. It's 80-71. It'll be Maxwell Coles at the line for a 1-and-1. Chance to extend the lead to 10. Wake Tech got it down to cut the deficit to as little as 7 in the second half. Coles misses the first. And 1-and-1, and he made it. It's a 1-and-1. So if what the referee said, that should be 2 points for the Cobras. They did say it was a 1-and-1 going out in the timeout. That's what Coles knew. Coles missed. No one moved. Everyone else thought it was 2 shots. Now everyone's going to confer about it. in my opinion, it should be 2 points. And they do give 2 points for Coles. IQ play for Maxwell Coles there on the miss. Referees are going to have to explain this on the table, coaches, and then the table. And then we'll see. We got our referees in the stands doing work as well. Okay. We'll see what's happening here. I'm trying to figure it out. I think everyone's trying to figure it out at this point still. 80-71 as it stands. Head coach Jameson McIver, lobbying for 2 points. It really just depends on where it was for the. And they're going to get a timeout for the referees to discuss. I don't know. If it wasn't 1-1, it should be 2 points for the Cobras. If it wasn't, they communicated it wrong and no basket. But then the other thing is it a lane violation or not at that point? Because he left after the first free throw. A lot to decipher. I'm sure our PA guy, Aaron, will be on top of it and get an explanation from the officials as well. 80-71. The threes were what helped Caldwell Tech extend their lead. From there, Wake Tech had a run with some good defensive stops and some baskets, courtesy of BJ Solomon.
Ruling on the floor is going to be a jump ball, which will be Caldwell possession.
So ruling on the floor after the missed free throw was a jump ball, so Caldwell Tech maintains possession. Very weird sequence there. I haven't seen that one before. Jalen Golston has it for the Cobras. Golston to Jameson. Ezra Jameson being tightly guarded by Navarro. Saquon Harris back in the game with 4 fouls. The shot from Coles off the mark. Rebound goes to Boyce. Coles again, no. Dribbles in. Coles leans in for the layup, misses. Rebound goes to Taylor. Taylor elevates for 2 and hits it. If this game is decided by 2 points, that crazy possession will come back to haunt the team as Chris Harris lays it in for the Eagles. 82-73. Caldwell Tech leads, approaching the 3-minute mark. The pass. Boyce for 3. Hit it. Thirty-second timeout called by head coach James McIver. 30-second timeout by McIver. Oh, keep it here. 85-73. The big 3 on the other end from the Cobras. Their whole bench is on the court. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's normal. That's normal. $85-73. It'll be Wake Tech ball after the timeout. Just under 3 minutes to go. 2:58. Caldwell Tech leads Wake Tech 85-73. Navarro gets it to Harris. Chris Harris. Over to Solomon. Solomon driving in, elevating for the floater, and he hits it. 10-point game, 85-75. Golston drives. Golston getting past Solomon, lays it up and in. 87-75 with 2.5 to go. Saquon Harris in with 4 fouls. He has the ball. Saquon Harris driving, and he got fouled by Coles.
Cobras foul is on number 10, Maxwell Coles. Your Eagles are in the bonus.
Wake Tech in the bonus. Harris at the line. He will shoot a 1-and-1. That time the referee's trying to make sure they get that right. Good job by the refs. Good officiating crew here this afternoon. Hawley back in the game for Solomon. Harris makes the first, so he will take the second. And Harris makes them both. Makes it a 10-point lead, 87-77, approaching the 2-minute mark. They get it over to Coles. Coles gets it in Taylor. Taylor slams it home. 89-77, Caldwell Tech leads. Navarro elevates for 3. Missed that one, missed everything. Goes out of bounds off of Shepard. Cobras basketball with 1:49 to go. Maxwell Coles over to Golston. Jalen Golston dribbling through traffic, gets it over to Coles. 1.5 to go here. In this one, 89-77, Caldwell Tech leads. And the skying layup is good from Coles. 91-77. Saquon Harris on the other end dribbles in, puts it up, and in. It rolls home. 91-79. Approaching a minute to go. They swing it over to Jamison. Jamison back out to Coles with a minute remaining. Caldwell Tech up 91-79. Coles gets to the Taylor. Taylor slams it home and 1. He will go to the free throw line for an and 1. 93-79 now as Jared Taylor will go to the line for 1 after the slam dunk. He's had 4 dunks. Solomon checking in. Solomon checks in for Holly. We'll take a breather. With 43.7, 93-79. Caldwell Tech leads. Jared Taylor at the free throw line. Taylor shooting 54% coming into this game. Scratch that 63.6%, and he makes that one for a 3-point play. 94-79. Harris, spot up 3, made it. Coles at 37.8. Wake Tech will either start fouling or try to steal it away. Coles evades one defender. Gets to the Golston. Golston with 30. Golston goes in and lays it in. 27.9. The shot clock is off. 96-82. The three from Chris Harris doesn't go. Rebounded by Golston. Golston swings it over to Jamison with 17 seconds. Jamison trying to go for the alley-oop. He missed. Blocked by Chris Harris. Saquon Harris the other way for three with 10 seconds left. Misses, and that should do it. Maybe. Taylor will hold it with 3, 2, 1. That'll be it. Our final score. Call Tech 96, Wake Tech 82. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more post-game after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out to today's game. The final score, the Caldwell Tech Cobras 96 and your Wake Tech Eagles 82. Our next home game is Saturday, January 17th against USC Stockahatchee. That game will be right here on the Southern Campus. Tip-off is scheduled for 3 p.m. We hope to see you there. Again, that is your next home game, Saturday, January 17th, as your Wake Tech Eagles take on the USC Stockahatchee Indians. Tip-off at 3 p.m. here on the Southern Campus. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out this afternoon. Your final score, the Wake Tech Caldwell Tech Cobras 96 and the Wake Tech Eagles 82. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out. And please drive home safely. Have a good night and go Eagles!
Welcome back here. We'll wrap up today's game. Our final score 96-82 in favor of the Cobras. It was really the free throws at the tail end of the first half and then the three-point ball in the first half as well, leading into the second half. For the Eagles, they made their run. They just couldn't. Ended up trading baskets in the final 2 minutes. You can't do that with a deficit of 7-12. So that's how we got to our final score. Caldwell Tech picks up their first victory against Wake Tech in the whole season. Once again, the final score was Caldwell Tech 96, Wake Tech 82. Caldwell Tech improves to 15-2 overall and 2-0 in NJCAA Region 10 play. And Wake Tech falls to 10-7 overall and 2-1 in NJCAA Region 10 play. The Eagles roll into more home conference games as they face USC Stockahatchee next Saturday, January 17th at 3 p.m. I'm Jonathan Hudson. For everyone here at Wake Tech, thanks for listening and good night from Wake Tech. Thank you. They whole family came. I didn't know they all